Hello, my name is Sherry. This is Mass Realty Real Estate 101. I'm here today with Azalea. She's actually a close friend of mine. She lives in Dorchester, and today we're going to ask her a few questions about the neighborhood. So I'm also from Dorchester as well, so she's going to tell us about how her neighborhood, where she lives, and I'm just going to ask her a few questions, and she's going to tell us all about Dorchester. Okay, Zayla, can you tell us about your name and what do you do for a living, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, hi, my name is Azalea Castillo. So I'm 43 years old. I work for the city of Boston, a full service food and nutritional service. And I have 4 kids. And like Sherry said, I live in the area, Dorchester area.
Sounds good. So how long you been living in Dorchester?
Almost, I can say like 7 years.
And where did you live before? I know you were living in Florida before, right? How long you lived there?
In Florida, I live like almost 12 years.
Wow.
And then I moved over here. So it's a
So
big difference being everything, the weather, but I'm happy here.
I know we have all the 4 seasons here. I mean, it's hotter in Florida. Let's see what else is there. What do you think of the neighborhood between like some years ago now and some years like now? What has the neighborhood changed like in terms of like people? What's going on in the neighborhood?
Well, over the years, I've been living in different areas, and actually, the one that I live now, I've been living in for 4 years in this area. And like everything, some areas change for good, some change for not so good. But it's been a big change, and hopefully, it's been for good. It's been a lot of new developments and new buildings, new places to go. So it's been good changes.
Yeah, so I see a lot of like new developments. There's more affordable housing for people, and there's also new like charter schools everywhere. It's all newer, more I think for people who lives in the area. So it's actually better. I think as myself living in Dorchester for like let me see, 15 years, it's changed tremendously. For the good, not for the bad. You know what I mean? But there are ups and downs, but it's all for the good. Let's see what's the next question. Do you know your neighbors well, like in where you live right now? Do you know them well? Like, what's the demographic there?
Well, I think Dorchester have I mean, not only Dorchester, Massachusetts have a little bit mix of everything. There's a lot of uh, Asian communities, Latin, Black people, Creole. I mean, it's a mix of a little, you know, everything. So I think it's a great community. And like I try to go for a walk around the area to to feel and see the the areas and how is the people, and is when you can see the mix of everybody. I mean, every culture.
So your neighbors, right? Do you know them well? Have they lived there a long time too? Your neighbors next door or like two doors down? Have they lived there a long time too?
Yeah, some of the neighbors, they've been living like 10, 12 years. I mean, for very long time they've been living in the area. And I think that it's not only they feel safe in the area, but it's to think a lot now to try to move on to another place and try to find affordable housing. That's the problem. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
it's so expensive to live in this city, especially. That's why a lot of kids don't even go to school here because it's just too expensive to live. I think a lot of people moving to the suburbs. Okay. So let us see. Like, what are your favorite spots in the neighborhood? Like, any favorite restaurants or favorite places you like to go shopping?
I mean, I think that is a great reach of different culture, different restaurants. It's a lot. It depends what do you like, or in the areas I see growing a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of places to go and have fun with the friends and family. And like I say, it depends what you had it in the moment. What do you like? But there's a lot of restaurants, small shopping places, and places that try to keep alive, because in these days is very difficult. But I think it's pretty much auctions around the not only in Dorchester area, because where I live, I surrounded by let's say Roxbury. We have a marathon, High Park, like Jamaica Plain. So in all those areas, there's a lot of very nice places to go.
Is there a particular restaurant you like to go to, like a bar or?
Well, we have a bar. We have friends that we try to go, and we love to go regularly. There's here in Dorchester, Harbor Bar.
Top and bar, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we enjoy to go there, and it's a safe environment, very nice place, and we always have a nice time when we go there.
It's like it's a local neighborhood place. I think a lot of people go there a lot, So, and then do you go shopping at the like the South Bay Center that is close by as well, right? You like to go
It's
there?
close. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's also like I mean, there's a lot of restaurants in the neighborhood as well. Do you go there often, or is there any particular favorite one you like to go to in the neighborhood, like close to your neck of the woods?
No? Well, like I say, it's a lot of fast
options,
restaurants, for kids, pizza, burgers. But yes, there's I see Jamaican restaurants like
the Jamaican patties, right? The Jamaican patties, yes.
Yes,
those are my favorite.
A lot of Asian restaurants, and I see a lot of Latin restaurants too, Dominican. That is good to try. Yeah.
Do you see them? A lot of them are closed now because of the pandemic. You think a lot of them are closed, right?
A lot of restaurants, yes. The small ones, the new, they just opened maybe last year. It's difficult to be afloat when the pandemic. But the ones that are still trying to still open, they have a good service and good food. So I think the more people know those little restaurants and helping and and use it, so that help a lot to the community.
So do you let me see, like I think like rent has increased tremendously in the neighborhood. I think like I think like a 2 or 3 bedroom costs like almost $2,000.
Right? Yeah,
2,000 plus, I think.
Yes.
And that's like a mortgage, But then not everyone can afford to buy. I mean, and that's why I was like, it's so expensive. I'm not sure. That's why they're kicking a lot of people out, right? That's why the school enrollment is so low. My kid's school is like used to have like almost 300 kids, right? Now it's like down to 200. Like why is that? Because it's so expensive. People can't afford it anymore. And I think with the pandemic, it's even worse, right? People are losing jobs. I don't know. I'm not sure what's the enrollment is going to be like for Boston. You know what I mean? Or hopefully it'll be more affordable, right? So.
And I think many people, like you say at the beginning, they move out of the city, and and families, they get together and rent one place, and because they can afford their own place. So instead of go homeless or living, I don't know, renting high price rent, I think they combine families and going out of the city. So the rent is a little bit cheaper, but it's the transportation, the stress of the driving every day. So you have to have in consideration that. So
I know. I mean, like I don't want to be driving like 45 minutes each way just to go to school or go to work. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's either you pay more or pay less. You know what I mean? That's how it works. You know what I mean? So people make that decision. But then the schools are much better in Boston. You know what I mean? I think like colleges are better. Like all the elementary schools, private schools all here locally as well, you know what I mean? So I don't know, hopefully prices will go down a little bit, I think, you know what I mean? So do you think you're gonna move back to Florida or somewhere, like Maine or New Hampshire, or what do you think in the next 5 years or so?
I don't know. Like I
You're too young to
say,
retire anyway, so you can't move. You can't leave.
like I say, I live in Miami for 12 years, and I mean, the weather is great all the time. But now that I'm moving, to this area, there is like the opposite. But you can see, like you say at the beginning, the four season of the, all the stage, all weather, and my kids love this area. So I think I'm gonna stick to the like Boston area, but I would love to go like Maine or New Hampshire, more quiet places, more like um, no much traffic like where I living now. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, I see myself out of the city. Yeah.
I think so too. I mean, I was born and raised in Boston. I don't know if I can leave, but I don't know. It's a bit crazy. Once your kids are older, then you could leave. Not yet. You're too young.
No, no, yeah.
All right. So thank you, Azalea, for taking your time. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Dorchester that we didn't mention, or what do you think?
I mean, not only in Dorchester, well, I see a lot, the city being put a lot of work, like to have open space for the kids, like little parks, little open areas so they can go walk and have a little bit of, stretching fresh air.
So your place is close to the Franklin Park Zoo, right? Is that the back of Franklin Park Zoo? Yep.
Yep, the golf. So we have that, and the opposite way, we have other big area. They have a tennis court, they have basketball, they have playground for the kids. So like I say, in the city is being helping every neighborhood to have that open area. So like we have a lot of open areas. We have business. I mean, small shoppings. So I think that the city has been growing, and hopefully Dorchester is been growing, has been changing a lot. So we hope in the, like every day is a fighting day now. It's like surviving, but not just around people, around the rent and all that is now the pandemic. But everybody's been doing well, and I think the city is putting effort and trying the people to help to grow, the houses and all that. So hopefully, in a couple years, the city will be more pretty.
Yeah, the crime rates are not that bad. I think I mean, there's always violence in between. You know what I mean? I think but I think it's uncontrollable right now. Maybe hopefully it'll be better. I think with during the shutdown, like when we were shut down in March last year, I think the crime rate went down. You know what I mean? So because everybody was home, right? But then it's going back up again. So, but there's always going to be crime. No matter where we go. So right. So
yeah, and not just that, but it's a lot of programs, a lot of schools. I've been seeing a lot of open buildings for school, like charter schools. The Boston Public School, they've been renovated. The buildings, the old buildings, they need help. More safe areas for the kids and all that. So it's been a tremendous effort from the city to help the Dorchester area to grow and help the community. And that is something that, as a parents, we appreciate that. Safe environment, clean environment, places so we can go to with the kids to have a free time from the school, from the house. So I think Dorchester area and the surrounding areas are growing.
That's good to hear. So thank you so much, Azalea. I really appreciate your time. So I hope that this video will help any people, wants to move to Dorchester or renting or buying. It's a great neighborhood, you know what I mean? So I've been living in Dorchester for at least 15 years plus, and it has changed tremendously for the good, so, and Azalea as well has lived there for a while too. So I thank you for your time, and we'll hope to talk to you soon and hopefully get a more updated video in the next time. All right, thank you so much, Azalea.
Anytime. Bye.